Hello, yeah, my name is Jerry Pospisil. I'm with an organization in the town of Tryon called Tryon Arts and Crafts. Here in Tryon Arts and Crafts, we provide many opportunities for individuals to try different skills, learn different techniques in glass, copper, silver working, weaving, woodworking. And today I'm going to explain a little bit about glass and how to make a kaleidoscope. So to get started, we basically need what we call is a one-sided mirror, first surface mirror. The first surface mirror is actually where the reflection is on the top of the glass and not on the bottom, which is where most of the mirrors that you have in your home come from, or the type of mirror that you use. A lot of the very high-end kaleidoscopes use this first surface mirror for the reason that it gives you a pure, cleaner reflection and very crisp. It's similar to the type of mirrors that are used in cameras. So what we'll do is we'll start to assemble and get some of the pieces together. First thing we're going to need to do is to determine the size that we want, and we'll be making something similar to this kaleidoscope, which has a viewing end, and it has your object that you're going to be viewing, which is a marble that can be rotated and give you different colors and images as you're looking through the kaleidoscope at this end. So we have 3 pieces of glass making a triangle, and then it's soldered together by using copper foiling. And the copper foiling is basically a tape with metal that allows you to solder the pieces together. So at this point, what we'll do is we'll cut our glass. Know that we want it to be each side to be 1 1/4 inches. So we line up our glass that we're going to cut using a glass cutter. And you also use a little bit of oil for allowing it to cool as soon as the cutter goes over the glass. So we'll cut each side. And we'll end up with 3 sides of that same color for this kaleidoscope, and we'll need to square the ends off. Okay, so that shows you how you can cut your pieces to match, and you actually end up now, we'll have 3 sides, and we will copper foil those. The different supplies, you can find what's called copper foil tape. It's a sticky back tape of copper. Alright, so we take a piece of copper foil and we actually put it on the end. Let me come on over closer. You get it started on, and it's a really narrow piece of copper foil. Okay, there we go. And you foil each end of the glass, and you turn it over so that you have a nice smooth piece on each side of the glass. Then what we do, I'm going to stop since that's making a noise. What we've done is we've copper foiled, let's say, all the edges of the glass. Then we assemble them, and the way that's assembled, and I've got one that's been completed, is you actually will take your solder, heat it up, and foil the top of each of those so that they assemble a triangle. Okay, and that's what we have for our viewing scope that we've created. You'll then do the same thing with the piece of clear glass. You'll copper foil each of those corners and solder them onto the end of the triangle. What that does is that becomes a dust barrier so that you no longer will get dust and debris inside your scope. Okay, then we take the mirrors. Remember I had explained that there's two different types. One is the mirror that you actually use at home and look through, and it's much thicker. You can take a look at this type. It's called, this mirror actually is a thicker type of mirror than this. The smaller one is called the first surface mirror, which is protected by the blue paper. We've assembled one of those and actually kept the inside very clean. And you just assemble it by putting tape on it. All of them are cut identically. We'll take and measure that out accordingly, and we slide that piece into our decorative edges where it dead ends onto the protected piece. And you can now actually see as you look through this, I don't know if you want to see if you can come up and look through that, but you can actually start to see the reflections that are created, which creates the kaleidoscope. Then we'll take a marble, similar to what we've seen in this example, and we can take a marble and an actual key ring, which everybody is familiar with, to keep your keys on it, and we take and bend it so that the marble will ride inside of this key ring and stay suspended. And if you take a close look at this, you'll see where the key ring was mounted on the inside, and then one of the pieces came over, so I could actually slip this marble in and out of there to give me different images in which I look through for the kaleidoscope. Then it's a matter of finishing and decorating, and all of that is solder that was placed around the edges of this and a bar of glass on each side, which created the kaleidoscope. Now there's many different designs that can be made, and you'll see some of them here, where it's the same principle but made of wood. This one is actually turned and made with an image using silicone liquid, so that when you turn it, it actually goes very slow. The glass pieces inside to give you the image. This is a kaleidoscope that is made where you look through the mirrors again, and all you're doing is you're looking at actual objects outside which start to create colors and designs. So it just repeats the image. And this was another one where you can put the silicone inside. It still hasn't been assembled totally, but you actually have the glass pieces inside. It would be inside a silicone, and then it's mounted on this and it's turned accordingly to see the images. So that's a very basic and quick explanation of how to make a kaleidoscope, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. And if you'd like to make one, come back and visit us and we'll have a class on it.